Hello everyone. Today we will start with the next part of the flex property. So you can write the HTML code in any text editor, either it will be Notepad or in the Notepad Plus Plus or any other text editor. But the handy part, there are a lot of inbuilt features and are available in the Visual Code editor. That's why I've installed the code editor, and I'm going to start the project on using the code editor. And we will write the code in the Visual Code Studio Code. So how can you start the code so that your project will be listed over here? So there are other options are also there in the. You can go over there, the file, and then open the project. The other option, the best option is, as per my, see, I have already created the lot of uh, project folder, a project folder, and here. So I would like to write the code, and whatever the code will be, it should be, all the files will be within this folder. So how can we start it from the code over here? We can right click over here, and from here click on the open with code. So the next part here, the code will be the Visual Code, Studio Code will be open, and here you can see the blank and the folder name, and will be project. It is similar to that. So our first part will be, I'm just going to close it. Going to close it, and we have to create the file, and we can name it as the Flex Pro 2.html. Okay. Now I've already mentioned that this Visual Studio Code has many inbuilt features. So when we press exclamation sign and then the exclamation sign after, immediately after that, when you press enter, automatically the predefined page of the HTML will appear on the screen. So we need to write all the predefined codes of the HTMLs, like the HTML head, title, and all those. So we are going to write the name of the project. So we are going to name it as the Flex property. Okay, and here in the Visual Studio Code there is inbuilt web server. You can see over here the live server. So you can launch it, or you can start it, or you can install it. Once it will install, it will be listed over here, and at the same time you will get a icon over here that will show the studio is live. So what we can do, it is not showing over here, live option will be there. Check it here, it is disabled. It is already installed. It is disabled, we make it enable. Uninstall it. I'm going to install it again. Okay. Now I move to the project. Okay, and see why it is not appearing. Okay, let me to fix it. Give me a moment. Now, fine. So now the Go Live icon is appearing over here. That means the web service is live. So whatever the code you will write over here, it will be reflect on the website. So we have written a small code over here and just putting it over here, the H1 code, H1, and when we press the tab, it automatically closes the closing tag, and putting over here the title of X property. Going to save it, and now clicking on over here, let's see. Automatically open it, and the title of the page is the flex property, and this is the H1 property. Okay, so as I already mentioned you, we will learn about the external, internal, and the inline CSS. So the inline CSS is when you assign or describe the style inline of the tag, then it will be the inline. And if it is defined as per the standard of the CSS, when we define in the heading part of that, then it will be the internal, because it is internal to the page, to this page. And whenever you will define the CSS outside somewhere in some page, and you call it from there, then that will be the external CSS. So let's start with the inline CSS. So giving for an example, or I can show you. So whatever we will make the changes over here, it should reflect over here automatically, because the server is live and it will update automatically. So I'm going to show you the inline. So whenever you start the inline, we have to write the style, and then equal to, and then within the bracket you have to write it. Suppose we would like to change the background of the body. So in the body tag, we are going to write it body, then the background, color, and then I'm going to make it as a width. When you save it, it should reflect over there. Okay. The same way, if you would like to assign that style over here in line, we can write it like equal to, and then make the font color of that here. So H1 means this one, and this is the body part, and this one is title. We are going to assign it on the H1 part. So inline. So we are just changing the color of it as the red. See, its color equal to red. So when you save it, it is going to reflect over there. And in the same way, I'm going to assign some other attributes also, like multiple attribute property we can assign to the this H1 tag, this H1 tag. So this is the, and whenever we assign the another property, press the semicolon, and then we are making it as the text decoration. Text decoration, and I am writing it as a underline, and also giving the color of that is blue, and saving it. Let's see. Yeah, it is coming over there. The flex property is color is red and the underline is automatically blue. This is the inline CSS property. Now if we write the CSS property within the head, then it will be considered as the internal CSS. So here we can write just below there, within the title, within the head attributes, we can write over there. We can start it with the style tag, and then you will write it. Suppose you would like to change the color of the body. So how you can change it? We have to write the tag to whom we would like to change, make the effect. So here the body, and then curly braces, and within the curly braces we will shade the color, background color. So background color, I am going to set it as aqua. Okay, so when we save it, it will not impact, because the thing is that when we execute this file, the compiler execute from the top to bottom. So when we read it over here, it will change it, and again it will go into that tag, and then again it will read the color that one. That means this color is suppressed by the next tag. So whichever will be the last tag, if we are putting the same tag, if we are putting the same style, giving the same style on the same tag, the last will be impact. So if we remove it, let's see, we are going to remove it from here. Okay, so the CSS and the style that is described with the internal on over there, that will impact. I am going to save it. Let's see. Change the effect. I am going to make the change over here. No, it's WHAT, wheat color. I'm going to save it. Fine. Okay. Now let's we will explain you the external CSS in the later part of this video. Now since we are going through the subject line, title line, and we're going to cover it. So what we are going to do, and there are different attributes out there in the tables and div and span and all of their own importance. So what we are going to do over here is, we are setting first to before showing you, I will just create the flex over here. So how can we show you the flex? I am just going to make a div tag over here, div, and then I am putting in the div tag what will be show over here. So I am writing it over here, flex 1, right? I am going to save it. So it is within the flex box, but it is not showing over. So what we can do, we are going to change, and we are going to give some style in the div tag. So I am writing over here. First I am putting over here the property. To make it the flex, we have to first set the display property to flex. Okay, and I am going to save it. Since it is within the flex property, now I am going to set the width and height of that. So I am going to set it as a width. I am putting it as 50 pixels, and same way I'm going to put it the height and the 150 pixels. Okay, and it will be the height of the pixel will be 150 by 150 pixels, and I'm going to give the border color. Let's see, I'm going to save it. It is showing nothing, so I'm going to set the border of it. So I'm going to with the border, and border we can put the three attributes in the same way. First is 2 pixel, and the outline will be solid, and the color will be let's see, black. I am going to save it. Now it is appearing over there. Similarly, I can add some more attributes of it, like color of the font will be cyan. Okay, and the background color will be red, and I'm going to save it. Okay, now it is appearing over there, and I'm going to also increase the font size, make it bold and increase the size of the font. So I'm going to write it over here, the font size. I'm giving it as 40 pixel, let's see, and let's see how it is appearing. Okay, fine. Okay, I think, and make it as the bold, a little bold over there, or I keep it as it is. Now I can see over here we have defined the style of this div and set the attribute as the display as a flex, and the flex, and set all the other attributes of it. Just for the visibility, better visibility, I just assign the border and the color of the text and the background of it. Similarly, we can, there are also in the same video I can also share with you the shortcut of it. So just want to copy the same tag over here. Since there are a lot of attributes are set over there, so what would like to, we would like to change the basic things into that. So what we can do, either we can copy it and just place the cursor over there and press the Ctrl D to automatically copy it, or otherwise you can write it over there. Here I am going to write it as div. So if you go to, I will write it in that way, no? So it will increase the length of the video. So I, to just for the sake of time, I'm just going to use the shortcut of it. So here I'm just pressing the Ctrl D. It already copied, and I'm going to change it, the background of it. All the attributes will be same. I'm going to just for distinguish it, I'm going to change the color of it as the green. Let's see, green. Okay, and okay, I did a one mistake over here. Just and show you again. Okay, this is the file. So whichever the lines you would like to make a copy, just select them and just select. No need to select all the way. This will be sufficient, and then press Ctrl D. So all part will be there, and I'm just renaming it as 2 flex 2 and changing it green. Now I'm going to save it. Okay, fine. And the same way I can select it again and Control D, and it will be flex 3. Okay, I'm going to change it as blue. Fine. So here, if we write the style within the with the tag, it will be very it will looks not tidy. So what we can do, either we can write it over there, or we can define all the styles of it in a external file. So whenever we assign the styles of the different tag or the same tag, we have to classify, or we have to identify each of the tag with either with the ID or with the class. So what is ID in class? So just for an example, so div, we can say that we are just defining the flex over here. So this div is used to this div we are going to use for flex purpose. In flex purpose, when we assign the CSS, so in 3 divs there are 3 different colors are there, but almost all of them have beside it this attribute, all attributes are same. So that means they are from the, we can set it on the same class. But if we define, but if it is of distinct, if we set the different colors or attributes, then we will use the ID, not the class, because if class means the students, we can create a synonyms of the class. If it is assigned with the class 10 or class 5, that means all the students belong to the same class. If we assign that ID, that means the individuals of this schools and that school. So we can assign the school as the ID, but so there are different schools are there, but in different schools there are different classes are there. So every schools have their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes. So we can say that if we assign the same attributes to different tags, then we will assign it to the class, or if we assign the different attributes to different tags, then we will assign the ID. So here we can see that we will explain you in the details part of that. What we can do is there are different colors are there, So what, just for the starting purpose, I'll show you that we are going to define all these styles in the external file and set their IDs and we will target it in the different div tags. So how can we do that? We can do it over here also and over there also. So if we put it over here, so what we can do, similar like the body tag, here we are going to set, since all have their different attributes, like it has red color, everything is not similar, so it has red color and all this green and blue. So we are going to set the different IDs. So we are putting over here ID equal to, I am writing it here flex 1. similarly over here id equal to, I'm putting over here flex 2. Similarly over here id equal to flex 3. And now to make the code more clear, I'm going to just define the tab, define the tags like here div is the tag, and then for the id we have to assign them the hash sign over there, and then we will have to write the tag name. So here, okay, this is the id of the corresponding tag, and now start the curly braces over here, and similarly we can put it over here. I'm just copying paste 1 2 3. This is the flag 3 2 and the flag 3. Okay, fine. Now what we can do, instead of I can make a copy of it. We have to keep this as, because this is the identity of this. So we the next part of it from here and select all the attributes till the end of double quote. Till over here I am just cut it and going to paste it in the first part. Okay, I'm putting over here the semicolon. Now I'm going to save it. Let's see. Before that, let's make some corrections over here. Okay, it is not going to show over there because we have defined the id is equal to flex 1, and here we have defined that flex id. Here we have put this one. This is the syntax error. Now let's see. Okay, similarly we have to copy all along that part, or what we can do, I'm going to make it as a full screen and sliding it over there. It's going to copy it the flex 2. Okay, from here till there, Control X, going to paste it in the second. Okay, similarly I'm going down, and here I'm going to delete this part. Similarly I'm going to copy it, cut it, and moving into the third part. Okay, and now I'm going to remove it just for the sake of time save. I'm just going to have done the copy and paste over there. Now what we can see, I'm going to save it. Let's see. It is showing the similar way. Okay, other thing is that if you assign the attributes style sheet in the Google tag, it will, if you assign it like, the advantage of using the id and class is that you no need to write the tag. Whatever the IDs you have assigned over there, whatever the IDs assigned to the corresponding tag, it will automatically, whatever the CSS you will assign define there, it will automatically target to that tag only. So what we can do, I'm just going to remove it. Okay, going to remove it. It will also work. I'm going to save it. It's worked. Okay. Now the other attributes are also there. other attributes of the flex is that I'm just showing you. If I increase it, let's see, I'm going to increase the width of it 300. Or 200, making it as a 200, 200 and 200. I'm going to save it. Okay, now I'm going to assign the other attributes of flex property. That attribute is justify content. So justify content, we will put it at the center, left, right, start, end. So I'm just going to start with the center. Let's see, it will become over there. If I put it over there, the flex property justify content, justify content as end, what will happen? It will move to the right. By default, it will be in the left. But other attributes are also there, space around and space between and all those. So I will explain that also in the next part of the video. There are other attributes also. I'm just giving you in this video also. Align item, that is vertical alignment, and I'm set it to the center. Okay, so let's see the vertical part of it. Okay, so that is for this video, and the next video we will explain you give you the other attributes of the flex property. Thank you.